Jesus is infinitely worthy of eternal admiration. From every creature, in heaven, on the earth, under the earth, and in the sea, because of his infinite glory. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and wisdom and blessing and might and honor and glory. He's worthy of everlasting honor and praise and admiration. Here's another way to say it. The universe exists to display the infinite worth of Jesus in the white-hot worship of millions of angels and all the creatures and millions of the ransomed from every people group on the earth. In other words, our worship is the subjective echo of God's objective worth. The immensity of his worth is reflected in the intensity of your worship. We were made for the admiration of the excellence of Jesus. And the greater your admiration, the greater the revelation of Christ's glorification. You see the connection between the intensity of your admiration and the display and the clarity of his excellence and his glorification in the world. One of the greatest discoveries I have ever made, and it's a great irony to me that an atheist, novelist, philosopher, Ayn Rand, spoke it so plainly and truly when she said, admiration is the rarest and the highest of pleasures. And she didn't know why. She didn't know the ultimate reason why God made her that way, or you that way. The reason is this. The reason admiration is in fact the greatest pleasure of the human soul is that God made the world and fashioned the human soul so that Jesus would be glorified and we would be satisfied in the very same act of the soul, namely glad-hearted admiration of the excellence of Jesus. We satisfied in the intensity of our enjoyment of him, and he magnified and glorified in our being satisfied in him. That's the way God made the universe, and that's why admiration is so rare and why it is the greatest pleasure that the soul was made to experience. Which means that in this universe, the intensity of our joy in the greatness of Jesus is a demonstration of the immensity of his beauty and worth. Or as we love to say, Jesus is most glorified in us when we are most satisfied in him. The universe exists for the glorification of Jesus in the admiration of his people. It exists to display the infinite worth of the Lamb in the white-hot worship of his people.